Hey, Stinky. Came to visit us? Because we're stopping to film? How you doing? How you doing, little happy tail? Whew. Some days just kind of get away from you, you know? Oh, let me move this strap here. Yeah, we had a meeting that started at 9. It was like a Tezos town hall, and it was a good meeting. Good meeting. A bunch of people jumped in there, but it ended up going for like, what, 4.5 hours or something. And that kind of stuff, for whatever reason, social stuff like that, just having to pay attention and be like on call, and I was a speaker, so it takes a lot out of me. So then afterwards, and this is where I can improve. Afterwards, then I was like, oh, you know what? I just had a long meeting. I'm gonna relax a bit. Started playing some Overwatch. That ended up taking, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 hours. I kind of got lost in this new competitive stadium mode. It's not anything competitive. This new mode called Stadium they added in, so I started playing that. But then the problem is, once you're done playing video games, it's like an intense thing. You don't get energy from it. So then I was tired and took a nap, ate some. I made an amazing soup last night, actually. Let's just focus on that. The soup I made last night, probably, if the one my mom made, or my mom tried when she was here that I made, was like a 8.5, 8. This one's easily a 9. Easily a 9. Delicious soup. Also, it's a little colder. And when you have cold hands and a warm soup bowl, that might be pushing it up at least a half a star, half a point. I saw my mom. I was like, might be skewing the ratings a little bit, but I think it's pretty amazing. So, had the soup. But yeah, the point being, I feel like video games need to be an end of the day thing like that. It shouldn't be a middle of the day. From now on, not playing video games in the middle of the day. We need to lock in on some productivity, especially when we're trying to make money and do all that stuff. It's just goofy. It's just goofy. So, yeah, it's relatively later in the day, and other than the meeting, which was great, we don't have too much to show for it. So, gonna get this walk in. We actually just took a pretty nice nap, which was kind of necessary to recharge our social batteries and just everything after that. So, gonna maybe make some coffee when we get home and get a little productivity going. I did see a text from the homie Kevin saying something about some editing work, some video editing work. So that's pretty sweet, because at this point I feel like I've gotten pretty decent, pretty quick at certain things with video editing. So it'd be great to get some more remote work. So grateful for that, and looking forward to that. Something else, I don't want to delve on too much, but it's something I've been thinking about all day with the Tezos folks. And I think it's very similar to me becoming an artist in San Francisco, a rapper in San Francisco. There was a very large stigma against like techies, like the techie bros, tech bros, all that stuff. It was like more underground, but we were a very insular community that then didn't necessarily see the benefits of a lot of the tech industry that then came in. And not saying that we should have just rolled over and just like, been sycophants and agreed and not pointed out some of the bad things, or some of the not great things those companies were doing. Oh, you can't see me at all, can you? But point being is that there was a lot of opportunities that if we maybe leaned into, and like, for example, I'd seen in LA, there's a bunch of like rappers like in Lyft, freestyling, doing all that stuff. There wasn't that many brand activations, there wasn't that many brand collaborations in San Francisco. And it's semi-different than the whole like Tezos blockchain and all that stuff, but I feel like one of our main strengths and weaknesses in both that and this community is that we're so insular and we're so self-contained, where I feel like it's so hard sometimes to get these beautifully, amazingly talented artists and people building these things out to the world. And sometimes when you find a nice, safe, comfortable bubble of like-minded people, and there's a whole world out there, we just end up building and creating for ourselves. But one of the things I'm trying to do with Tez Tones, even with this vlog, is get out to the world at large, is use something like YouTube and all these other platforms to their benefit that we can try to bring some people in and meet people where they already are. So it's one of those things where I kept trying to like throw that in. Hey guys, like this is great. I love our community, but and it's not like it's one silver bullet answer to all, but it's just one of those things that I feel like I've seen a couple times in life, and one of my battles is like, how do I figure out getting these amazingly talented people in these insular communities out to the world a little more. So not to complain at all, it's something I wish I had a better answer instead of just throwing a question, you know, like out there. But I feel like I'm at least starting to ask the right questions or notice something in that sense, or I don't know, maybe it's just a thought I'm thinking that I just wanted to share. Maybe that's that. Plane going by. Oh wait, we can zoom in more. Plane going by. Dang, look how many manzanita berries this bush, this tree is loaded up with. So many. So many. We definitely need to try making manzanita cider this year. 100%. I've never actually tried one when it's still a bit green, so let's see. Yep, definitely not right. It don't taste terrible. Honestly, it tastes like an unripe apple. It's weird how apple, like manzanita, little apples, really are. But yeah, I think I mentioned before that the Native Americans used to like crush them down. There's these big black seeds in the middle. You get those out, and then they'd get like a weave, and then run water through it. And the more water you run through it, as you keep running through it, get some of the flavor. So it kind of creates like a juice cider kind of vibe. And then they would ferment that sometimes to make an alcoholic cider. So definitely want to make at least a non-alcoholic version, because that sounds delicious. And then we can go from there. This is just such a striking blue, just out of nowhere. The camera doesn't even quite do it justice. Looks like neon. Looks like neon. Call it Evangelion, because it's looking neon, you know what I mean? Well, look at these. I've never seen oak trees like baby leaves looking like crazy like that. Interesting. Alright, buddies, I see you. Little mini, I think it's some oak variety, right? Little like scrub oak kind of thing. Yeah, it's like super, like delicately soft. That's so crazy. Oh wow, these yellow flowers are at the next point of their life stage too. They create these like fuzzy, like pea pod kind of things that then grow in with some seeds. Yeah, the winds a change are a blowin'. Holy moly, it's 10:12. It's 10:12 p.m. and I have been mixing this butterfly cumbia song for like at least a couple hours now. It's crazy. Once you get into like real mix mode in this song, it's almost like a fractal. Like the deeper in you zoom, you can almost go forever. And honestly, I don't like to do it a lot of the time, but for this song, it's really enjoyable. Like I really feel with this song, if we just put in the right amount of energy between me and the homie like CD Carson, because he has like a good ear for pop, a good ear for composition and stuff, and with my engineering skills, like I have spent and made some amazing albums when I had the time and spent the energy on other people's stuff, and this song feels like it's honestly it's fun. Just it's incremental growth of it feels that much better, and I'm at a place where I think the mix today is pretty good. I've arranged some more things in. I've worked some more stuff around. I'm pretty happy with where it's getting. I think maybe just a little more. And the thing too is it's good to just take a break and not just rush it. As far as like every new day I listen to it, I get new ideas, I get new thoughts on how to reapproach some of the stuff, and fresh ears just give me new thoughts to think. So I'm really enjoying this. That being said, I need to finish today's vlog and get it out. I got kind of lost in that mix there. So that's a great thing to happen. I'm stoked I got lost in it, but let's get this on edited up. Yeah.
Thanks for watching my vlog. Watch another or subscribe here.